¿Qué pasa, everybody? Welcome back. So, or should I say I'm back. It's been like a month and a half that I've recorded anything, worked on anything. Past 2 weeks I've been sick like a dog. I don't know what the hell's going on, but it's time to get back on it. It's time to start recording videos and start working on everything, man. You know, when I said yes to the dress, I made a commitment to start making videos, so that's what I'm gonna start doing again. So, quick update. Sheetrock that side of the garage, the top. We need that side. The big old speaker that was there is no longer there. Got rid of it. Harley, been driving the hell out of it. Took off the CC bar. Think it looks a lot better without it. Over here, what's over here? Got rid of the Regal. I bought me that 2000 Accord 4-cylinder 5-speed about 2 weeks ago. Doesn't, well, I don't know if it runs or not. I bought it without a battery. The guy said it dropped a valve or something, so I haven't tried to start it. I don't have a battery for it. Yukon, I did a 2 and a 4 lowering kit on it. New shocks, shock extenders on that. Impala's still right there. I pushed it from the back to the front. Got 2 flat tires now, so I gotta buy tires for it. That's not good. What else? I got dually wheels and adapters. I don't know if you can see them down there for the C30. I bought lowering shocks for my Harley, but turns out I bought the wrong ones. So this end is different than mine. I think this is for like a Evo one, so the 98 and down or some shit. So I gotta do that. What else? Let's go into the back. So this is what we're gonna work on today. Oh, wait, update over here. So this is a table full of parts that I got for Impala. It's gonna get a wire harness. Got a fuel tank for the C10 or the C30. It's a 87 K5 fuel tank, 25 gallon. Also have the fuel sending unit and the fuel pump. I have AN fittings to run the lines. I have a flip kit for the C30. I don't know what this is. I got a cross member for the transmission, tubular cross member, and I don't know what this is. But yeah, so we are going to be working on the C30 today. All right, so the front, it's an 8 lug, but it has regular rims on it, and these are 16.5s, and it's getting harder to find 16.5-inch tires. My friend got me a hood for it since mine's all buckled in the middle. He also gave me that muffler. What is it? Flowmaster. So the plans for today is from here that way we're gonna strip it. We're gonna take everything off, all the brackets, all these right here. Clean it all up because there's, I don't know what the hell that is, mud or something, and then there's weld. We're gonna take off these leaf springs, everything. It's just gonna be a bare frame. We're gonna clean it, paint it, and then we're gonna do a flip kit and get the back ready to install a fuel tank. So let's get to it. Would you guys get mad at me if I put a chrome socket on my impact? Well, I mean, it's not chrome, but I'm just asking, you know. Yeah. Okay, now you go. There you go.
There you go, brother. On this? Okay.
Yeah. Yeah. Highway. Quítate.
Le estás pegando al frame, baboso. No le estás pegando al ese. Mira, ve. Le estabas dando al frame, güey.
Alright, so I just got done grinding, taking off all those brackets, and story time. So I'm right here doing my thing, grinding, using my chisel, taking off all the rivets, and side of my eye I see some movement, so I stop, take off my earpods, and I look, and there's a lady over there waving her hands, right? So I go over there, and she says that if I can keep it down because I'm making way too much noise. Mind you, this is at 2 p.m. 2 p.m. I'm in my backyard, and she continued to tell me that she has all her windows open and she can hear all the ruckus inside of her house, and it bothers her and she's getting a headache. So if I could stop making noise, right? So I told her, you know, I don't want to be a dick. I don't want to be mean or rude. They're like in their late 50s. So I was like, oh, you know, I'm only going to be here for another hour. And then I'm going to clean up and, you know, go inside. Well, I turn around, you know, I don't say nothing else. Turn around, come back, you know, keep going, do my thing. And 45 minutes later, cop comes by. I see a cop on my camera pass by, turns around, and parks right there. I was like, okay. So I see on my camera that he's walking up to my house. So I have my garage open, so you know I walk out, and he talks to me. He's like, hey, I got a complaint of loud noises in your backyard. He's like, you're not doing nothing wrong. It's your house. You know, you're in your backyard. You're entitled to, you know, to work in your backyard and your property. You're from 8 a.m. to 9 p.m. I think he said 9 or 10 p.m. He's like, I just have to come by, so they see that I came by, and the dispatch knows that I came by. He's like, but you're not doing nothing wrong. All right, so just keep doing whatever you're doing. You're at your home. You know, do your thing. All right, cool. You know, take them. He took off. And this isn't the first time this happened. This is the fourth time. All right, the first time, I got this house 8 months ago. We moved in around June. June starts getting a little warm. I was cutting the backyard because it was pretty high, so I was over there cutting the backyard, cleaning up, and my kids wanted to have a water balloon fight. So I got 5-gallon buckets from Home Depot, filled them up with water balloons. They were running around. You know, I got a 7-year-old and a 5-year-old kid. Right, so they were running around, yelling, throwing water balloons at each other. And I hear the lady say, can you guys keep it down? What the hell? That was the first time.
And then later on that night, the cops came because my dogs were barking. Right? My dogs were never barking; they were inside the house. So I was like, all right, well, my dogs were never barking, but okay, whatever. He's like, yeah, somebody complained that your dogs were barking. I was like, all right. The cops came like at 10:30 at night. I was like, all right, well, whatever. The dogs were inside. July comes around, and that's when it gets hot. July and August gets really hot. So my kids wanted a pool, so I bought them a small Intex pool. It was like 16 by 10. It was like 32 inches deep, which is that deep, something like that. Set it up, put water balloons in there, so they're over there having fun, splashing, throwing water balloons at each other. And again, I hear it. Can you guys keep it down? I was like, what the hell? I was right here, sitting down with the kids, watching them play. And later on that night, the cops came again, saying that my dogs were barking. I was in the backyard all night, all day with my kids, My dogs never barked once, but whatever. And then I got a letter in the mail like a week later saying that my dogs are excessively barking and that I'm getting constant complaints and that I need to do something about it. My wife wanted a shed, so I got that shed from Home Depot. And I started building it Saturday. Right, and then I was out here chilling, having some beers. I got done with it Sunday like 8 p.m. And again, that guy, this time it was a husband. He's like, hey, can you guys keep it down? You guys are making too much noise. The music is too loud. Mind you, I have the Ion speaker from Costco, and it goes all the way to like 30, and I had it at 6. I said, whatever. I turned it down to 4. And I was cleaning up, and guess what happened that night? Again, the cops came saying that my dogs were barking too much. It seems like that's the excuse they like to use because we'll get letters in the mail because they can't tell you nothing if you're making noise at your house. They'll just tell you just have to cut it at 10 p.m. That's it. But when they complain about your dogs, that's when the dog shelter and the sheriffs get involved. And they send you letters and they make you do something about it. You either have to put a muzzle on your dogs, cut their cords, get rid of them, or something like that. So I noticed that's what they've been doing. And I got another letter today for excessive dog barking. So, I mean, I guess you can't choose what kind of neighbors you got. This guy right here is cool. Those guys don't care about what I do. I've only been here for 8 months. They got a big ass poodle dog that's always barking. I don't care. I don't complain. Those are the people that are complaining right there. The guy right there, I don't know if you see that thing right there. He has fish tanks in his garage. He's a fish guy. He came by and he talked to me earlier today, or after the cops left. He's like, hey, don't worry about us. The people that keep calling the cops is the ones right behind you. They call the cops on him for his little poodle. They call the cops on the other people for their kids. And I guess that's what they just like to do. So they ruined my vibe. They killed my vibe. I'm gonna put all my tools away, and I'll just continue tomorrow because it's 4:46 now. 4:46. So whatever. Some people just like to ruin people's days, and just mind your business. I'm in my backyard. I'm not having no parties. I haven't had no parties here. But just as long as I don't make noise from early in the morning and late at night, just mind your business, really. But yeah, so I'm bummed out right now. I don't know why people are like that, but I just got to deal with it, I guess. So I'm gonna clean up, put all this stuff away. And we'll see what we do either tomorrow or I don't know, we'll see. Thanks for watching, guys.